Okay, here we go. Sweet Caroline has been sung. All the United Kingdom white people went crazy. All the American white people went crazy. Because that's what happens when Sweet Caroline gets played. My obese family, when they hear Sweet Caroline, they don't know what to do with themselves either. So Sweet Caroline's out the way. All the white people got their fix. The American white people, the UK white people. Michael Buffer just started his announcements. So we're going to be doing the ring walk is going to be happening any second now. We had a little bit of a delay on the fight starting because in typical khanBrook fashion, there was some discrepancies as far as the hand wraps and the gloves backstage. So the fight should have been started maybe 25 minutes ago, but I guess now they got that worked out. So now they got my man playing the piano. Kell Brook will be the first one coming out. I assume, I don't know. Let's see who gets the second walk. I would assume that that Amir Khan is the A side of this fight. You know, so we'll probably see Kell Brook coming out soon. You can see the tail of the tape on this fight. For those that don't know, these men have been heated rivals for a long time. This has been cooking probably 8 years in the making. If you want to go all the way back to you know, to the situation with the Olympic team. And then this fight was supposed to be made multiple times. You know, we're getting it a little late, but it's still a huge fight in the UK. It also should still be a huge fight in America, because even though it's not happening at exactly the time that it should have happened, it's still happening at a good enough time, right? This might be the last fight in both these men's careers. We got to see how it unfolds. I favor Amir Khan a bit based upon the combination punching, the hand speed, and the timing. But Kell Brook is the bigger, stronger man. The stronger man. If he can impose his will, if he could get the jab in Khan's face, as Khan is trying to put the jab in his face and use his hand speed, there's a good chance Kell Brook could get Amir Khan out of there. So this fight can easily go either direction. You know, this fight could end any way possible. Knockout by either man. Decision win by either man. So I'm excited for this fight, even if the boxing world isn't as excited for this fight as I believe they should be. Personally, I can't wait. You know what I mean? I want to see what happens here. I want to see, let's see what these guys got left in the tank. You know? Does Amir Khan still have the hand speed that has given every opponent trouble that he's ever fought? You know, let's keep in mind, right? Amir Khan was handily beating Canelo Alvarez in that fight until he got flatlined. You know, that's not something we could disregard. So we got to see. You know, we got to see what does Kell Brook still have left in the tank, right? Kell Brook has not looked good in recent years. Amir Khan has arguably looked a little better in recent years. You know, both men are recent victims of Terrence Crawford. You know, Kell Brook, if we look at his box rec, right? His last fight was the loss to Terrence Crawford. All right, that was a year and a half ago. You know, he beat a couple half-ass opponents. And then you got the 2 losses back-to-back to Gennady Golovkin and Errol Spence, which obviously, you know, those aren't losses that you can sit there and kill the guy for, you know, and act like they were terrible losses. He had no business in the ring with Triple G in the first place. And he gave Errol Spence a very good fight up until the point that the eye gave out again. So, you know, no shame in either one of these men's careers. I think Amir Khan has had a little bit of a better career, even though he has the 5 losses on his record. All Amir Khan did, you know, for the last fucking 7, 8, 9 years is fight the best guys in the game. You know, I mean, you go through Amir Khan's track list. I mean, we got Paulie Malignaggi, Marcus Maidana, Zab Judah, Lamont Peterson, Danny Garcia, Carlos Molina, Luis Collazo, Devin Alexander, Chris Algieri, Canelo, you know, Terrence Crawford, you know, Billy Dib. Obviously, that's towards the end of Dib's career and the end of, you know, Amir Khan's career. But you know, Billy Dib had an okay career as well. You know what I mean? So Amir Khan has done nothing but fought the best of the best for his entire career. You know, so now we're about to get who we got walking to the ring right now. Looks like Amir Khan's walking out first. Okay. I thought Kell Brook would be the man walking out first personally, but maybe I'm wrong, but I see Amir Khan looks like he's walking through. They got him walking through the hallways right now. Like I said, the fight started a little late due to the fact that there was a little controversy with the hand wraps and the gloves in the back. I think it was probably head games, you know, more trying to get in each other's heads. You know, these guys are harsh rivals for a long time, you know, so there's a lot of emotion in this fight, you know, so that's what makes this an extra interesting fight, right? It might even be more interesting than them in their prime to a degree, because you have guys that are older, guys that might be in their last fight, you know, couple fights, and you know, guys that their skills aren't exactly what they were, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago when this fight maybe should have happened for the first time. So you might have a little more opportunity for brawls to break out due to that fact. So that's where we at right now. We got my man Khan walking out. We're waiting for Kell Brook to walk out. We get a little water. I'm gonna spark my my joint. It's only CBD. It's only CBD. One thing you got to say, man, you know, a lot of people in America, even guys who want to fancy themselves some type of true boxing fans, they don't pay enough attention to UK boxing. And one thing they know how to do in the UK is put on events. You know, they pack out the arenas, fireworks, music. It's more of a show. It's more of a spectacle. You know, so if you're a fan of the spectacle as well as the sport, you should pay a little more attention to boxing, you know, British boxing. You know, there's a lot of good fights. Actually, the co-main event was an interesting fight, female fight, you know, a fighter who's challenged for the title multiple times. The third time, she got a knockout early, you know. So here we go. Tail of the tape now. Amir Khan is in the ring. See, I don't know. I don't know why they're showing that. I'm actually going to take this tail of the tape off the screen right now because that's wrong. Because these men are 35 at this point. They're not 34 anymore. I don't know what the hell they're doing with this tail of the tape that I pulled up on the Sun. But we're about to get to the event right now. I'm going to do some, you know, commentary while the fight's on. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, please subscribe to the channel. I try to go live every Saturday. The time varies. Usually it'll be more towards 10:30 at night, because I'll be doing fight companions for the big fights, for the main events. But I also do go live earlier if there's a good British fight, you know, or another fight to cover earlier in the day. You know, I'm a big UFC fan as well as boxing fan. So you'll see UFC, you know, fight companions and commentary and videos as well. We also have a comedy podcast every Wednesday at 9:30. That's just fun, satire, improv, fuck around. Tune in for that if you can every Wednesday at 9:30. You know, we appreciate all support. If you're looking for somewhere to watch the fight is live on ESPN Plus, or you could use buffstream.io, and that always gives you some good links. You just got to fight through the ads, and you'll always find a good link for the fight. Please hit subscribe on the way out if you're leaving. I'm sure you'll like some of the content provided on this channel if you don't like all the content. So all support is highly appreciated with all the censorship and bullshit that we deal with. So right now we got my man Michael Buffer about to do the final announcements. Both men are in the ring, and it's about time to get down to the action. And I might have missed Kell Brook's ring walk, actually, because it looked like Amir Khan walked out first, but Kell Brook must have already been in the ring. I must have been talking to y'all and missed it. Let's get ready to rumble. That's where we are right now. If you want to sync up, if you're watching this on a replay, Michael Buffer just did his let's get ready to rumble. And then we about to get to this fucking action right now. All right? A fight a long time in the making. A fight that's a huge fight in the United Kingdom and should be more of a to-do in the United States. All right? Are these guys past their prime? Absolutely. But these guys both had great careers. You know, I don't know if borderline Hall of Fame careers, especially for Khan, because Khan fought top competition his entire career. You know, Kell Brook didn't fight the level of competition that Amir Khan did, but he also didn't win that medal. You know, Amir Khan was an Olympic fighter, so when you're an Olympic fighter, you get thrown to the wolves quicker in your career. You know, and anybody who knows boxing knows if Amir Khan had a better chin, Amir Khan could have been one of the greatest welterweights of all time, greatest junior welterweights of all time. Amir Khan has some of the best hand speed the sport of boxing has ever seen. There's no debate there, you know. And Kell Brook, he's had a great career as well, you know. So we're about to get started here. They're announcing Amir Khan right now. Anybody tuned in, if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. I put the link inside of the chat. If anybody wants to join me, feel free to join on. Just understand I'll be doing some of the, you know, the commentary while the fight's going. But we could chop it up in between. And if you're watching the fight as well, you can add on to the commentary. That's always highly appreciated. It helps keep the flow of the show real nice. All right. If anybody's looking for a link, you go to buffstream.io, you will find it. It's also on ESPN Plus Live right now. Please click that like, click that subscribe, click notify if you will as well, because the algorithm don't do me any favors. So all support is highly appreciated. Okay? So, but another thing people don't know, a lot of people don't know, is that Amir Khan has been working with Bud Crawford's team. McIntyre is his second, you know, and we're going to see if that gives you any results. But the main thing that matters with Amir Khan at all times is, does his chin hold up? If his chin holds up, Amir Khan can beat anybody. Problem is, the chin doesn't always hold up. But Kell Brook's chin has degraded majorly over the years too. So we also have to consider that within the equation. Kell Brooks look shop worn since the Triple G loss. So here we go. Opening bell. I'll let you know the second the opening bell hits. It's about to go down. Opening bell. Where we go? Right now. Amir Khan, he's coming out. Twitchy. A lot of head movement, a lot of foot movement. He's looking to press, but you also see Kell Brook pressing forward, popping the jab. Decent little jab from Kell Brook. Probably the most important weapon in the fight for Kell Brook. If Kell Brook does not establish the jab and he allows Amir Khan to establish his jab and his speed and combination punching, Kell Brook is either going to get beat in a decision or possibly knocked out. Decent little left hand from Khan. Didn't land completely flush, but still landed. Amir Khan, his hand speed is always going to be there. You know, Kell Brook just missed on a nice winging left hook. You need Kell Brook to establish the jab and moving forward. If Amir Khan is able to be twitchy and move left and right and keep the combination puncher going, the fast jab going, the quick twitch shit going, he's going to win this fight. Unless, you know, Kell Brook lands a Hail Mary. Amir Khan is letting his hands go. He's not landing all the punches, but he's throwing a lot of punches. Very active in round one so far. A minute 45 left in round one, minute 41 now. Amir Khan's doing a lot of lateral movement, a lot of semicircles, trying to stay right out of Kell Brook's, he's trying to stay out of the pocket. You know, he's staying on the outside of Kell Brook's feet at the moment. He just leaped in with a little right hand, little slow, didn't land it, then leaped in with another little left hook. Kind of clipped him with it, but it was a little reckless. And if Kell Brook can time him on the way out, that's going to be a dangerous punch to throw again. Dangerous combination. Decent right hand for Kell Brook. Uh-oh. Amir Khan's hurt. Amir Khan's hurt in the first round. He's wobbling all over the place. A minute 3 left in the round. Kell Brook just hurt Amir Khan with the first nice right hand that he landed. The first clean right hand landed by Kell Brook just hurt Amir Khan. It looks like he recovered a little bit. He's got 50 minutes to try to get to Khan again. His feet look a little more under him at the moment. He just landed a couple little pity pats. Another nice right hand from Kell Brook. Nice left hand. Amir Khan is dancing all over the place. And I don't mean good dancing. I mean spaghetti leg dancing. He's doing the car dealership shit. You know what I mean? Every time Kell Brook lands a shot, Amir Khan is getting spaghetti legged. But Amir Khan, as Tim Brown just pointed out, he's a tough guy. It's very rare that the first shot that hits him and hurts him is the one that gets him out of there. Amir Khan just landed a decent little right hand short on the inside. Amir Khan is just trying to get out of this round. And he looks like he's going to at least survive the round, but his legs are looking very, very wobbly as the round ends. Amir Khan Brook almost landed another right hand at the bell. Yeah, not looking good for Amir Khan at the moment. If Kell Brook is able to do that and time him and land the right hand, Amir Khan is going to be out of there within a couple rounds. What Amir Khan needs to do in this next round is he needs to establish his jab and try to stay on the outside a little more. Amir Khan was leaping in a little bit with shots. That's where the right hand caught him. He kind of threw a jab. It was a little bit of a lazy jab, and then Brook caught him. And then Brook was trying to, trying to finish the show, but Khan survived. Beautiful fucking jab from Brook. Actually, that's one of the shots that did the most damage. And then my man Khan was doing the Macarena, the Dougie, every dance you could imagine for the rest of the round a little bit. His foot was slipping out from under him. Round 2 just began. Amir Khan's back in his face, popping the jab. He needs to stay on the outside a little more, in my opinion. He's got to work his angles a little more, make the semicircles bigger, get on the outside of Khan a little more. Because if he stays inside the pipe, Kell Brook seems like he can land that right hand. All right? Please subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. I really appreciate you guys. Go live every Saturday for Fight Sports. Live every Wednesday for the comedy podcast. Click notifications. Thank you. All right. 2:34 left in the second round. Amir Khan, his energy is a little more frantic now. You can see he's a little more concerned. He's moving similar to how he was in the first round. He was doing a lot of quick twitch motion in the first round as well. But he's a little more aware now. Flicking a couple jabs from Amir Khan. Kell Brook just flicked a jab in response. So far, we got 1:57 left in the second round. Amir Khan looks like he's still trying to clear the cobwebs a little bit. Still trying to, find his legs a little bit still. But Kell Brook isn't doing much in this round so far yet either. You got to keep in mind at all times, with Amir Khan's hand speed, you got to be careful, even if you know you could knock him out. Because he has the hand speed and enough power to get you out of there. So, but as of now, Kell Brook is hunting him down. Now he's pressing forward a little more. 1:29 left in the second round. Pressing forward, keeping the jab in his face when he moves forward. Amir Khan is doing a good job keeping his shoulders moving, keeping his footwork tricky enough where Brook hasn't been able to time anything yet in the second round. Not much going on from either man so far in the second round. A lot of activity, but nothing landing too much. Not too many punches of note in the second round so far, with exactly a minute left right now. All right. Amir Khan is the man moving backwards a little more now. Oh, Brook is moving forward, almost landed a left hook, and then landed a nice right hook. The right hook didn't hurt Khan, but it got his attention. All right, 42 seconds left in the second round. Once again, okay, Brook pressing forward, but then Amir Khan landed a nice little two-piece. Amir Khan just landed a decent little right hand. I'm not sure who this is, but I can't hear you. I can't hear you. If you don't got a mic, I got to get you out. Come back with your mic on. Much love. I got to get back to this fight here. All right. So we got a lot of the same going on so far in the second round. High energy from Amir Khan, a lot of twitchy motion, not landing too much in that round. Kell Brook didn't really land anything except a decent right hand. You might give Amir Khan that round just based upon the fact that he was the more active guy and Brook wasn't able to do much in that round. You know, first round, obviously big round for Kell Brook. So you probably have it 1-1 right now, with the second round being nothing special at all, and the first round being a very dominant round from Kell Brook, obviously. Even though Khan had his moments in the first round, once Brook landed a shot, he had Khan all over the place. Now, this is the right hand. They're showing it right now. The only real nice punch from either guy in the second round. Nobody landed anything too impactful except for that. Kell Brook, he missed on a left hook, and then as Khan was moving back from that and exiting from that, he landed a decent little overhand right. You might give Brook the round just based on that, depending. All right. So let's see what let's see what we got cooking here. Third round just began. 2:51 left in the third round. As of now, Kell Brook has the land advantage, 24-18, 24-63 to 18-73 for Khan. Kell Brook just missed on a big left hook. He was trying to land a big left hook. Khan got out the way. Since getting hurt in the first round, Amir Khan is doing a little better job of using his footwork to stay out of the way, but he's doing less as far as punch output. So, you know, he's gaining in one facet and losing in another. Couple nice little shots from Khan. Nothing real flush landed. You can see they're both doing a little dance in the middle of the ring. Decent little left uppercut from Khan. Fell a little short, but might have clipped Brook just a little bit. Amir Khan's doing a very good job defensively at the moment. He's not letting Brook land anything powerful. Kell Brook is trying to sit on shots and land them, but Amir Khan's doing a great job between the footwork, the shoulder movement, you know, just across the board. He's doing a good job of being very honest defensively, you know, and Kell Brook has not been able to do anything impactful since the first round, aside from a little right hand in the second round. But on the flip side of that, Amir Khan isn't doing much. He's just not getting hit, you know. He just came forward with a couple jabs, missed, landed a decent little right hand after he missed on a couple jabs in the right hand. Kell Brook moving forward. Amir Khan moving left to right. Amir Khan landing some pity pats every once in a while. Kell Brook not landing much at all in the third round so far. Amir Khan just landed a nice little two out of three punches in a three-punch combination. A minute left in the third round. Much of the same in the second and third rounds been very similar. Amir Khan doing a very good job defensively, staying out the way, footwork, shoulder movement, twitching, but not landing much. He just landed a decent little left jab. Kell Brook landing almost nothing in the third round, landed a couple in the second. Amir Khan's doing a very good job as far as his movement. He just landed a nice little combination, did Amir Khan. Little dirty right hand a little bit, little dirty boxing going on as they're tangled up. 25. Ooh, Kell Brook just landed another right hand. Every time he lands that right hand, he got Amir Khan hurt. He might steal the round. This might steal the round. This was Amir Khan's round, but Kell Brook just landed a decent little right hook, another right hook, another right hook. Amir Khan is hurt against the ropes on the right-hand side of the ring. Kell Brook is landing a Superman uppercut trying to get him out of there. Pushes Amir Khan to the ground physically. It's not from a punch. The third round ends. Nice third round at the end for Kell Brook. Kell Brook, you kick it. Yo, what is going on? I hurry up, close it. It's leaning against it. Fucking kids trying to break down the whole studio here, man. Kylie, shut up. I'm talking on the fucking stream. Why are you talking? I love you, mama. Go back upstairs. Does anybody want to adopt some kids? I got 2 kids. They're American. They're from the United States. I don't know, 10,000 a piece, 5,000 if you buy both. Let's see, 7,500 if you take both of them off my hands at the same time. 7,500, all right? 10 grand a piece if you only want to take one. 75. No, yeah, that's 20,000. No, 15,000 if you want both. All right, 10 grand each or 15,000 for both. All right, that's a nice little fucking discount if you ask me. All right, so here we go. The fourth round begins. What is this? I'm doing a live stream for the Amir Khan versus Kell Brook fight. It's on ESPN Plus right now. Huge UK boxing event between two guys that were supposed to fight a long time ago. Big grudge match. Good fight so far. And this kid's going to knock down my fucking studio again. Jesus fucking Christ. Ay. 1 second, guys. Because I got fucking annoying ass kids. Gotta be fucking kidding me. I swear. Who wants to adopt them? Who wants to adopt my kids? I will let them go. 15,000 for both. All right? You need 2 American kids. I got 2 American kids for sale. All right? I'm calling my Russian friend. He's going to get these fucking kids on the market. All right. So 4th round. Not a lot of precise action going on. The unfortunate situation here is that every time Kell Brook lands a nice right hand, he's hurting Amir Khan. So Amir Khan is not able to even let his hands go as much as he normally would, because every time Brook lands that right hand, man. All right, so we got 1:35 left in the 4th round. Got Amir Khan doing a lot of the same. Left, lateral movement, bouncing, footwork, twitching, and you got Kell Brook pressing forward, trying to land the jab and follow the right hand behind it. This is nice little left hook from Amir Khan. It didn't look like Kell Brook liked it, but it didn't hurt him too much. This round's a little closer. The 1st and the 3rd round, guaranteed rounds for Kell Brook because he hurt him both rounds. And then the 2nd and 4th have been a little bit closer. So we got a close fight. Yeah, Khan's dancing. You're not lying, Doc. You're not lying. Khan is doing a lot of dancing because every time he gets hit with that right hand, it's stopping the dancing. It's making him do dances he don't want to do. You know what I mean? Right now, he's doing the dance he wants to do, right? Lateral movement. Nice uppercut. Nice little quick uppercut from Khan. Right now, he's controlling the dancing he's doing. But every time Brook lands that right hand, he makes him do a dance trend. You know what I mean? It might be he might start doing some of the crunk dancing. He might start doing some pop and locking. He might start doing the the Harlem Shake every time he lands that right hand. So Khan's being too careful. Ooh, another nice right hand for Kell Brook towards the end of the round. Got Khan up against the ropes. Not landing flush, but it might be enough to steal that round as well. So you're probably looking at 3-1. 3-1 Brook right now is how I would have the fight scored. Doc, tell me if you agree, bro. He was taking the 3rd until Brook caught him. That's exactly how I feel. 3rd round was his until Brook hurt him at the end of the round. I could not agree more. And he wasn't doing much, but he was doing enough to win the round, right? So you'd probably say, I'm saying 3-1. I say 2nd round is the main round you could arguably give Khan, but every time, man, he's timing that right hand perfectly. Yeah, exactly, bro. This is that grudge match shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, right. 3-1. 3-1. We agree. 3-1 through 4 rounds. Yeah, bro. Brook wants to turn this shit into an MMA fight. You know what I mean? He's mad. Amir Khan, he went to the Olympics. He got the medal. He got the acclaim. He was a huge celebrity in British boxing, in Britain in general, and he didn't get that acclaim. So, there is jealousy there, whether he wants to admit it or not. Right now, Kell Brook has the 38-18 land advantage as well as the thrown advantage. So he's being more active and he's landing the harder shots. Here we go in the 5th round, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Kell Brook almost landed another nice right hand. For the record, Andre Ward has it 4-0 for Brook, which is not impossible because the 2nd round, I'm just giving it to Khan just because he didn't really get fucked up and he did enough to stay on the outside and land a couple shots, So 2 minutes and 7 seconds left in the 5th round. Amir Khan's being even more careful and the lateral movement has actually slowed down. Yeah, that's the question. Okay. Again, Again. Oh, again. He's got Khan hurt a little bit again. Under pressure. Minute 47, minute 44 left in the 5th round. He's got Amir Khan against the ropes. He's roughing him up. He's hitting him with shots from every angle. Uppercuts, right hands coming from the outside. Lunging in. He wants to get Amir Khan out of there. No, yeah. Khan definitely has very good power, great power, with amazing speed. So you combine those two things, you could get in trouble quick. But you got to land the shots. And he's not landing the shots. And right now, Brook is doing what I knew he needed to do to win this fight. Impose his will, right? Get the jab in Khan's face, impose his will, land the right hands. That was the key to victory for Brook. And as of now, that's what's happening. Because Khan hasn't been able to do what he does so well, which is actually let his hands go. And he's too afraid to let his hands go because Brook keeps landing those bombs. You know, every time Brook lands one of those fucking bombs, it's a fucking wrap, bro. I have a feeling this fight is definitely going to end in knockout for Kell Brook. I don't really see so far anything that shows me that Amir Khan is going to be able to really sit on anything and land a few in a row. He just landed a decent right hand, decent little right hand from Amir Khan. 27 seconds left in the 5th round. Kell Brook continues to get more confident, moving forward more, not respecting whatever Amir Khan is bringing back at him. And there's a good chance, 7th round. Oh, okay. Amir Khan just landed a nice little cute short left hook. It didn't do much, but it looked good. It looked good as far as Kell Brook's body moved a lot. You know what I mean? So his speed, not what it used to be, but still decent too. 100%. He still has 70% of his hand speed, and he still has plenty of his power, I bet. But if you cannot use your hand speed in order to get to the power, the hand speed isn't going to matter as much. And the power ain't going to matter because you're not letting your hands go because you're too concerned about what's coming back. And as of now, that's what we have going on. If you ask me, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I got it 4-1. Kell Brook at the moment. Kell Brook is doing textbook what he needed to do. Jab, right hands, prevent Amir Khan from moving laterally and getting the hand speed going. If he could prevent Amir Khan from hand speed, lateral movement, twitchy movement, and keep him in the pocket, land the jab, land the right hand, rough him up when he gets a chance, textbook victory, a path to victory for Kell Brook. So start around 6. Khan is hurt immediately to start the round. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. He's got Amir Khan against the ropes. Brook landed a nice stiff hard jab to start the round, and it immediately hurt Amir Khan. So Amir Khan's hanging on a little bit. This shit is 8 years in the making, 6-7 years in the making. One of the biggest fights in the UK. Should be a bigger fight in the United States. And right now, Kell Brook is looking to close the show with 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the 6th round. I said 7th. I don't know if Khan is going to get out of the 6th. I said 7th after the last round because it looked like Khan was really wearing down. And I don't know if he's going to get out of this round. His heart might get him out of this round. But the ref said that's enough. The ref stopped the fight. A little over 2 minutes left in the in the 6th round. If Khan can hurt him, I think the pressure will get to him. Yeah. But we just saw what happened, my good brother. It's a wrap. Kell Brook does exactly what he needed to do. Gets the knockout over Amir Khan. Hurts him in the 1st round. Hurts him in the 3rd round. Hurts him a little bit in the 5th round. You've seen Khan's legs consistently getting weaker and weaker, degrading as the fight was going. And unfortunately, Amir Khan, he couldn't utilize the main skill that got him to the dance many times, which was his footwork, his quick twitch movement, and his generationally fast hand speed. Kell Brook had more left in the tank. He showed that. Both men 35 years old. Both men on the way down. Might be the last fight of both of their careers. If I was Kell Brook, it's probably the way I would walk out. I think Amir Khan should also walk out considering this performance. Both men have had great careers, and this is a cherry on top of Kell Brook's career, right? after getting looked over, I believe it was for the Olympics, right? Right? My UK people can really knowledge me, but I'm pretty sure this is the case. He got looked over for in the Olympics. Amir Khan's the one who went to the Olympics. He medaled, I believe. He became a star in the UK, became a star in America to a degree, fought everybody for the last 10 years. Amir Khan gets nothing but respect from me and should get a lot of acclaim for the career he had. He always fought the best guys. Everybody knew Amir Khan was Chinny, and he still went up and fought Canelo and beat Canelo the first 4, 5, 6 rounds of that fight until Canelo fucking put him into another orbit, you know, with that shot. Never belonged in that ring, but still had the hand speed and skills to go that far with Canelo and look great, right? Hell of a career for Amir Khan. He has a better chance of getting to the Hall of Fame than Brook, in my opinion. But Brook also, hell of a career. You know, gives Sean Porter his first loss. You know, has a good fight with Triple G until he got his eye mangled, right? He was hitting Triple G nice in that fight. Landed some good shots. Has a great fight with Errol Spence, did Kell Brook, right? Pushed Errol Spence pretty nice in that first fight until his eye wore down. And then tonight, what does he do, in my opinion, which should be a cherry on top of his career? He beats his arch nemesis, gets him out of there in the 6th round, hurts him early, never officially put him down. You know, Amir Khan didn't need to go down tonight at all in order to get TKO'd. He was just getting beat up whenever he got hit. Whenever Amir Khan got hit, his legs started shaking. You know how like a dog, you know when you pet a dog good and their legs start shaking? Every time Kell Brook was able to lead with the jab especially and get that right hand in there or miss a shot and then get the right hand counter, Amir Khan's leg was shaking like a goddamn German Shepherd getting a good fucking tickling. You know what I mean? So it just wasn't in the cards for Amir Khan tonight. I'm not liking these stoppages lately. Even 10 years ago, this fight doesn't get stopped when it did. I agree to some degree, but this is what I will say. Amir Khan's probably done, right? His career's probably over. So do you need to let him take a beating for another 2-3 rounds when he clearly was on legs that were going to give out at some point? You know, I definitely agree. The stoppages are getting a little crazy at times. But considering this could be a retirement fight for either man, I think that changes the dynamics of the stoppage a little bit. But Brook, all right, good. That's what you want to see, man. At the end of the day, that's what you want to see between these two men, right? You know, huge rivals for a long time. Both countrymen from Britain, United Kingdom. Both big stars in British boxing. You know, and yeah, there might have been some bad blood. But when it's all said and done, you want to see that hug, right? You want to see warriors hug when it's all said and done. So it's good to see that. It's definitely good to see that. A rematch clause. I hope he doesn't take the fucking rematch. Tim Bradley just said there was a rematch clause in the contract for Khan. Probably not for Brook. Please, God. Amir, I love you, bro. I've enjoyed every fight you've ever been in. But do yourself a favor. Hang it up. Look over your career. Enjoy your triumphs. Appreciate your losses. And get out the game. And I would say the same thing to Kell Brook. I think Kell Brook could beat up-and-coming guys, right, in the welterweight division. Some maybe even surprise us and upset a couple people. But he's not beating any top welterweights at this point. So I think both of these guys wrap it up. You know, 224 thrown by Brook. 79 landed. 34 punches landed by Amir Khan. Amir Khan only landed 34 punches according to CompuBox. Do I agree with CompuBox often? No. They seem to do a good job in this particular fight. Kell Brook landed 42% of his power punches. Whenever somebody lands over 40%, obviously 50 is even more special. But if you land over 40% of your power punches, you're doing your job. And most importantly, he kept the jab flicking, right? He kept the jab flipping. Even though Amir Khan landed, they landed the same amount of jabs. Kell Brook landed at a higher clip. But when Kell Brook's jab landed, you could see the force behind it. You could see the reaction from Khan more. You know, Khan was flicking and he was landing some, but they were more flicking. Whereas Kell Brook was landing them and looking to come with the right hand behind him. He was able to flick the not flick the jab, fucking pop the jab hard, and then come with the right hand multiple times. He was able to not get hit by some of the fast shots from Amir Khan and then land the right hand a couple times. He also hurt him with a jab at one point. So, you know, you got to give credit to Kell Brook. He did exactly to the blueprint of what he needed to do to get the type of dominant win that he just got. It's officially getting announced right now. There was still enough to fight. He wasn't out of it. And listen, I'm not gonna argue the main point, because I agree that it was an early stoppage traditionally. I think him being where he's at in his career, I'm okay with it a little more. But let the guy go out on his shield, right? Let him get knocked out, 6th round, 7th round. He was gone by the 6th anyway. There's no way that fight was going any more than the round it was in and the next round. No way possible. Every time Brook was able to pressure him, he was hurting him. He was hurting him from pushing him half the damn time. You've seen his legs do a little quick buckle. So, I'm not a fan of the stoppage, but I'm also not gonna oppose it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna oppose it. Protect that man. Exactly. Andre Ward just said the same shit I said. I think both men should retire. Kell Brook gets to go out on top. Amir Khan, okay, you fought your grudge match. You might have lost. In their primes, it's very debatable who may or may not have won the fight, right? In their prime, very good chance Amir Khan wins that fight, because his hand speed is going to do more. His footwork's going to be better. His twitches are going to be better. He's going to come with counters better. His counter punching was not good tonight. His lead combo punching was not good tonight. And once he caught one of those fresh right hands, it completely changed the complexion of the fight. And Amir Khan was not able to do anything different once the complexion of the fight was changed by the first nice right hand by Kell Brook in the first round. He was able to use his footwork and stay safe until towards the end of the 3rd round. Then he got hurt at the end of the 3rd round. Then he was able to do it again a little bit in the 4th. And then in the 5th, you seen Khan starting to get wobbly even when not much was going on. And then in the 6th, I thought after the 5th, I said 7th round, Khan will be out of there. But then in the 6th round, his legs started looking very spaghetti with everything that Brook was doing. Brook was able to pressure more. Khan wasn't able to use the movement to get away from him, wasn't able to use any of his hand speed at that point because there was almost none left and he was afraid to throw anything. And the ref jumped in, stopped the fight. Amir Khan did not hit the canvas one time. So it's arguable about what Doc Ock said, right? He didn't even get knocked down once. An early stoppage, I would say, is definitely the case. But considering the late stages of Amir Khan's career, I'm not against the stoppage too much. You know what I mean? All right, so listen, I'm going to hop off this stream right now. I was just doing this just to do the main event for the Khan fight. I might pop back on for the last couple fights of the UFC later, do a little fight companion, shit talk. We'll talk some upcoming fights, preview some fights possibly in both the UFC, MMA, and boxing. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you are subscribed, just click notifications because the algorithms are never going to do me a favor because a lot of the shit I talk about on this channel, whether it's the comedy or the social commentary or just cracking jokes, even on the fight streams, it might ruffle feathers because I'm just here to have fun. Tune in every Wednesday at 9:30 for the Original Wiggers live comedy podcast. Oh, the Munguia fights tonight. Okay. I might have to hop on for that. Is that regular? Is that like a regular fight time? 9 o'clock? 9, 10 o'clock, because I might pop back in for that then and then do a little UFC, a little Munguia. I expect Munguia to do his job tonight. That's why I wasn't as focused on that fight. But the UFC doesn't have anything too special going on tonight either, even though there's a couple good fights. So I actually might pop back live for the Munguia fight if it's a late fight. You know what I mean? So yeah, most likely I'll end up popping back on tonight around 10:30. All right, yeah, so that's when the fam goes to bed and all that. So tonight, I'll probably pop back on around 10:30. We'll go over some UFC shit. I'll do a little fight companion for some of the Jaime Munguia fight. We'll talk some fights that are coming up. I'll put the link in if anybody wants to join the stream and just talk shit. If you're subscribed, click notifications. I don't post so much that you're going to get blown up, but at least you'll get to see what I'm bringing to the table. If it's not something you're interested in, ignore that content. You know what I mean? Be like, fuck it. I'm not interested in boxing or this and that. I just want the comedy, or I just want the social commentary, or whatever it might be. You know what I mean? So ignore the shit you don't want to see. Click notifications so you get you get the whole plate. You decide what you want to watch. You know what I mean? Are black people who act white known as whackers? Yes, I have heard Louis Gomez, right, call white people that are hip hop or whatever wiggers before, right? But Louis Gomez, to me, is a Spanish dude that acts like every white guy from New York I know. You know what I mean? And there's nothing against it, but he's a spacker. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? If we're wiggers, then he's a spacker. You know what I mean? But obviously, wiggers is a satirical thing. But join the Original Wiggers podcast every Wednesday at 9:30. Every Saturday, we go live for Fight Sports. Even when there's not an event, I'm going to try to get in the habit of going live every Saturday. The times that I go live on Saturday vary. Because if it's a UK fight, I might go live a little early for that fight. Usually I go live anywhere between 9:30 and 10:30. So I appreciate all support. All right. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Click notifications if you are subscribed, because the algorithm does not like us. Censorship is real. All right. Especially when you talk a lot of shit and you do a lot of, improv bullshit and satire bullshit. So we appreciate any and all support on the channel. Trying to get monetized again out this bitch. My man Carl Bain was good, my brother. I'm probably going to go live again around 10:30 tonight when the family settles down to talk some more fight sports shit and talk shit in general. Hop on. If you want to hop on, bro, we can throw on some beats. We can freestyle. We can do whatever the fuck. Let's have some fun with it. I appreciate any and all support. All right. Trying to provide good content, whether it's fight sports, whether it's my opinions, whether it's comedy, edits, just doing my best out here. And I truly, truly do appreciate all support. Of course. Yeah. You show up as I'm wrapping up and shit. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, you could always go back. Just, bro, listen, do me a favor. Go over to YouTube and just click like, leave a comment, help other people see it. I really appreciate it, bro. But I will be going live again tonight around 10:30. That's going to be a little more of a free-for-all. So anybody that wants to jump on can jump on. All right? All you motherfuckers, I love you. All mutants, all regulars, all weirdos, all fucking 695 genders. Love you motherfuckers, man. Tune in later. Subscribe. Click notify. And if you don't, go fuck yourself, all right?